All right. So I've had like a major breakthrough so since I was going to do the call this last week, but we were all kind of out of town and crazy, um, on like my why, like I feel like I've finally decided, not even decided, it like just came to me, like why I really, 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 really love helping people and like why I continue to do Beachbody, like even though success is up and down and like things are crazy. Um, so I kind of want to talk to you guys today about finding your why and why. While I'm talking, I have a few questions for you guys to think about. So, they are: why did you want to change the way you eat? Why did you decide to become a Beachbody coach? Who are you changing for? What is the ultimate reason you're doing this, whether it be like coaching or working out or whatever? And what can you look to and draw on to motivate you every day? So finding your why helps you determine who you want to help. And your market comes from branding yourself. So your brand basically comes from your why. So it's really important to find your why, because your why creates your brand and your brand creates your market. There's a couple quotes that I really like. One is, "He who has a why can endure anyhow." And I'm sure you guys have seen that before. It's by Frederick, and I can't say his last name. And then another one is, "You can only become truly accomplished at something that you love." And at first, all right, and then it says, "Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you." And this is by Maya Angelou. I like really, really love this quote because it kind of made me rethink, like, do I love working out? Like, do I love Beachbody? Do I love me? Like, I kind of like went through this list of like love, like, am I doing something that I love, or am I just doing this because I want the money? Like, because with two small kids, like Monty's starting to not take naps. So I have a 2-year-old running around my house like 24/7, and he's loud, and you've seen videos of him. He's loud all the time. Like, he doesn't have a quiet voice. Like, he's crazy. He's all boy. And so I kind of was like, is this really like something that's worth it for me? I know that sounds really bad, but December was kind of a crazy month. And I realized, like, I kind of look back on where I was at. Like, when I started, I had become a mom. I've been a mom for a while. After I had Monty, I quit my job a few months into it because I really didn't want to pay for daycare. It just was going to like take away my paycheck. I lost all confidence, like, as far as acknowledgement wise. Like, I'm taking care of this little baby, like Lincoln's talking to me, but I really felt like I had no friends. Like, I was in this really weird place in my life, and I felt fat. Like, I felt terrible about myself. And it really wasn't that great. And then I got pregnant with Alora, and it just got worse. Like, I gained way more weight with Alora, like 50 plus pounds. Not only did I gain way more weight with Alora, I felt nasty about myself. Like, I had her, and I was the biggest I'd ever been. Like, I had to borrow my mom's jeans, and that was like really embarrassing to me because I never wanted to do that. Like, and I kind of thought back on my life, and like, I'm not saying my parents are bad people or horrible people, but my dad's kind of always been about self-image, like, and so when I was younger, like, if I gained weight, like, they'd say something about it, like, "Hey, you're gaining weight." Like, so I guess I feel like it was weight was kind of major issue in my mind. Like, I had no confidence. My husband like was trying to pull me out of this rut. And so he was like making me write down 10 things every morning that I loved about myself, or that were like positive things about myself, because I was down, like, it was bad. And I kind of realized that I needed to change something, and he realized I needed to change something. So he like said, "Why don't you get a personal trainer? Like, why don't we do this? Like, I know you feel good when you're working out. I know that you feel better when you're eating healthier. Like, let's do this together." And it really wasn't in our budget. And a friend reached out to me. Well, not really a friend, just a random acquaintance that was a coach. And she told me about PIO. So I started doing PIO, and then Chelsea reached out to me and she said, hey, like, how are you doing? And she actually reached out to me way more than this other person that I ordered from. Like, like I basically bought from her and I never heard from her again. So I signed up as a coach to get the discount on Shakeology through Chelsea. And as I was working out, I was feeling better and I was losing weight. And I kind of didn't realize this until the other day, but I was feeling confident, like feeling good about myself. Like I wanted to talk to people and I wanted to do things. Whereas before I kind of like got into this shell of just, I hid at home and I didn't want to do anything. And so confidence is really my why. Like I feel like I know a lot of moms and I've talked to a lot of moms, and people that I've actually sold things to are these moms that have been home and they're not confident. Like they've lost everything that they really felt like they were before. Like they live on the good old days of like high school, and I used to look like this and I used to do this, and they don't really, they were like me, like they don't they've forgotten what it's like to like be happy and be happy with yourself and love yourself. And so that's really why I'm doing this business. Like I want every mom, every woman, every teenager, like everyone to feel confident with themselves. Like whether they're working out and they're still size 16 or they're size 2 and they're like, they look like they're in the perfect shape, because we all have insecurities as women. And I feel like that is like, that's totally my draw. Like I want, and this is why I do this business. This is why when my 2-year-old's running around like crazy, I'm still messaging people and trying to buffer things and do things for the business, because I want every woman to know that she is worth it. Like that she is beautiful and she is confident, and that they can feel that way, because I feel like that's what's changed my life, is me being confident with me and me being good with myself. So that's my why. And I was reading a bunch of analogies of like what you should do to come up with your why. And this one really stuck to me because I really feel like this is my why. So I want you guys to think of, you come home from shopping and your house is on fire, right? Like it's burning down, like your whole house is burning down, like you're not saving anything, right? And you talk to the fire person, like the fireman, and they're like, well, we got everything out, like everything's gonna be fine, like we can't really save anything, but your kids are here, like your significant other's here, like something that you think of, something you absolutely like can't live without, like they got that out, right? And so you don't really run back into the house to get anything, right? Like you're not going to run back into the house to get your clothes that are burning. Like you can buy new clothes. You're not going to run back into the house to get a picture you bought at Hobby Lobby that you absolutely love. Like you're not going to run back into the house, right? Now change the scenario. You come home from shopping, your house is on fire, and the fireman says, we have done everything. Like your kid is in that house. We can't get them out. We've done everything. Like there's no way you would run in that house to get your child. Like you would run in there to make sure that you get your kid, your significant other. You would do everything that you can to help your whatever you love that's in the house. Your why needs to be like that. It needs to be that thing that you will work for your hour a day. You'll message people even if they like even if they block you and they can't receive messages from you anymore, because you're messaging them so that you can help them to be secure, to feel confident with themselves. You can help them to have a better relationship with their spouse, to, you are running into the house. That is your why. You're running into that fire because at all cost, you want to make sure that you're accomplishing this. Like you're helping women feel secure with themselves. Becky's like major into couple stuff, and she's awesome at couple things. Like she's helping build better relationships. Like you have to find that, because that's what's going to keep you going. Like when you don't hit Success Club 1 month and you hit Success Club 10 in like 3 weeks, like that's what's going to keep you going, is knowing that it doesn't matter if you get nothing 1 month, if you make no money, if you make 0 sales, and then the next month you're going to make a ton of sales. because you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it because you love what you're doing. You're doing it because Beachbody has completely changed every matter of your being. Like, it's helped you have a better relationship with God, if that's something that's important to you. It's helped you feel better about your body. Like, it has changed everything. And so you're going to sit down and do that power hour 6 times a week or however many times a week you do it. Like, you're going to sit down and do it because you're running in that house to grab what you love. Like, everything is on fire, and you're going to push it until you've hit every single limit that you can hit. So that's just my little tidbit on finding your why. I'm going to read the questions again. And I mean, you can add whatever questions you want so that you guys can kind of hear them. And they were, why do you want to change the way you eat? Why are you joining this group? Why did you become a coach? Who are you changing for? What is the ultimate reason you're doing this? And what can you look to and draw on to motivate you every day to continue with your business? So that's just my little tidbit. And I hope you guys all can like sit down and think about why you're doing what you're doing, like to feel that fire. I mean, I feel like I'm on fire lately, which is great. I feel awesome about it. And it's going to click, and it may take you forever. Like, it took me a long time for it to click, but it's clicked and we're going, and it's awesome. So that's that. Becky, did you have anything to add?
I wish more people were on this call because that was freaking amazing. Thanks, Kelsey.
Yeah.
I mean, just while we're on, I know that we all have, like, a bunch of us have challenge groups coming up, and
I wrote down ours if okay. Anyone wants to know. I have a free challenge group starting Monday, and it's actually got quite a few people in it so far. It's called Get My Booty Back. We have a January couples challenge starting Monday. Fit February is February 1st. It's a couples challenge, and I haven't made the event for this one, but I'm going to do a Love Your Body challenge February 1st as well, and that's going to be women. I know Chelsea has a challenge starting February 1st that's a wedding prep. And Chelsea, I've added like 6 people into that group, just FYI. I've messaged them, but I have all these friends getting engaged, and it's like the perfect opportunity.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfect. Add anyone and invite anyone. I'm happy. I'm going to run it regardless. So
awesome.
Add the people.
And then we have Super Saturday, which is this Saturday at 11, and the event info is on New Coach Training. Or no.
Are you going, Kelsey?
I pretty much lately I work out and I puke like every time. So it depends on if I really want to feel like puking from people or not. I'm still doing it, but
Kelsey, you did such a good job on doing your why, and seriously, you're so inspiring to me. But listen, you said it took a long time for you to find your why. It took me like 2 years into this business to find mine. So you're doing way better than I am.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
And you're so right. Once you find it, and everyone's is different, your business takes off. It's like people can feel it.
Yeah.
Like Becky, and you're right. Becky is so good at relationships. She's helping people become better with their spouses, which is incredible. And your why and my why, Kelsey, are very similar.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's awesome. This business is awesome. Like,
it is awesome.
And I wish everyone was on here so I could just be like, hey, just keep pushing. Like, just keep going. That hour a day. Oh, and that Charlene Johnson push. Oh, my goodness.
Have you guys ever listened to that wake-up call about – oh, sorry. Did I freeze up? I don't know what happened.
You're good.
Oh, have any of you guys listened to that wake-up call? I will have to find it, and it's about digging deep for your why, but it's about you as a sponsor coach digging deep for your coach's why, like finding that in the beginning and pushing them super hard to find that why and asking them lots of questions and digging deep for it. And because I think if you, as a sponsor coach, find your why for your coaches, they're going to be more successful right off the bat. But I don't know how to do it, and I think it does come at different times for people, but that call was very amazing. I'll have to find it. It was a wake-up call.
It sounds awesome.
Let us know.
Yeah, I'll post in the group. But do you guys do that for your coaches? Do you, when they sign up, have you kind of like done a call where you're fishing for their why or messaged them and said, what's your why?
I send out like a get to know you sheet to all of them, and I try to do a call. I mean, I've done a call with all of them so far on just trying to figure out why they want to do the business. I feel like I'm yet to have a coach that's actually like gung-ho.
Yes.
They are like super gung-ho at first, but I don't feel like I have any at the moment that actually are like the idea of the business is awesome. Like they want the idea and they post occasionally, but we're yet to have like, let's post all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're not quite sure they're in.
What about you, Becky? Do you do that ever?
Yeah, but I feel like when you have those first calls with people that they don't really know for themselves, like even if you're like asking them questions, it'll still just kind of come out as I just want to be healthier kind of thing, which is a good, start. But I don't know. I'd have to listen to that call that you're talking about. That'd be cool to see. Because to me, I feel like a lot of people when they first start, it takes a while for them to really understand, or at least like after running their first group or getting their first client or something, to help them realize why they're doing what they're doing. So it'd be good to know like I send out get to know you stuff and ask them questions on the call, and like when I talk to them, I'll tell them all about what my why is, and then kind of ask them the same kinds of things. But
yeah, don't do it right off the bat. That would scare the hell out of someone. But no, that's good. Yeah, I'll dig up that call and see if it's something you guys would want to use with your coaches.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But gosh, I haven't listened to the surge yet, but I heard there's big news. So the Success Club trip is, I believe you can start registering for it on the 19th of this month, guys, and it fills up fast. Like, you need to be on there the hour it opens up, otherwise you're going on the waiting list.
What is the Success? I don't even know about
Yeah,
this.
me neither.
It's a Success Club trip to Dominican Republic. They do a Success Club trip every year. This one's a cruise this year. Here in like 2 months, you'll see a bunch of Beachbody coaches on a cruise, and you earn money towards it with your Success Club point. So like this month, I think it's double the point. So every point you get, I believe it's like $10. I'm not exactly sure how it adds up, but like right now, it's the end of the year. If I would have applied for the Success Club trip this year, I have like $1,200 towards it if I got off the waiting list, just for hitting Success Club and stuff. So basically, you get a paid trip from Beachbody by hitting Success Club. So when it opens, I'm going to figure out more information so when it opens that you guys could get right on there, because I mean, who doesn't want to go on a paid trip?
Yeah, so do you need to like pay up front for it, or do you know how that works?
No, you don't. I think you have to pay a registration fee, like maybe $100, but you don't pay up front, but you have to get on the list, like you're gonna go. And since there's so many coaches now, I think it's gonna be tough. And they open it up to the elite and premier first. So shoot for elite this year, guys. And we should do a call on what elite is soon, especially for you guys. And then another thing is the Shakeology, the cafe latte is coming out on the 11th. So we're really close to that. And, another thing I want to share with you guys. When you hit Success Club 10, you get Success Club leads from Beachbody, meaning they give you Shakeology orders. People that order Shakeology for the first time, they put under you and you get the commission for that order. This week alone, I've had 3 Success Club leads. So I've made $90 from Beachbody this week.
That's awesome.
So if you continue to hit 10 every month, you tend to get more than 1 lead a month. So if you're consistent with that, you're going to start getting more. But just shoot for 10 every month because it's so worth it. And I think it's because it's the beginning of the year. There's a lot of Shakeology orders going in. So they're giving out more right now. But just another reason to just push hard for that 10 every month because you're getting free money, basically, free customers.
Yeah, I think the same thing happened to me in November. Like 1 week I was like, oh, there's my Shakeology lead, and then like the next week I had another one, and then the next week I had another one. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, I feel like I got a bunch too. It was weird.
Maybe everyone was trying to combat their Thanksgiving stuff.
Although like 3 of them, I like tried emailing them because I email them all, and the messages came back like saying that the email address was undeliverable.
That's okay. Seriously, I get people that literally never talk to me and they order every month.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so it's kind of a win-win. But you can try and find them on Facebook too. I do that a lot.
I found a couple on Facebook.
Yeah,
it's rare, but
in my like email to them, I'll like say, and feel free to add me on Facebook, and I'll give them like the URL to my page. And then, so I've had like 3 or 4 people add me, but for the most part, nobody like even responds or anything. So
right,
that's fine with me.
yeah, exactly.
It's less work for me. I mean, I want to help them, but if they don't care,
Yeah, it's like whatever.
Yeah, then it is what it is.
All right. Well, awesome call, Lucy. And then, yeah, do you think you can like upload this, or I don't know? Usually, what I do is I just upload it to YouTube and then give the URL. But
In the Live to Inspire YouTube.
yeah, I think that's what I've done.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll do that. I'll figure it out.
All right, sounds good.
Good to see you guys. Have a good night.
Good job, Kelsey. See ya.
Bye.
See you later.